Arsenal are losing Jakub Kiwior, but trust me, the man who is lined up to replace him is actually a massive upgrade. Let's talk about why Piero Hincapié is tailor-made for Arsenal. According to Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein, Arsenal has reached an agreement with FC Porto to sign Jakub Kiwior to the Portuguese outfit. Kiwior served us for 3 seasons playing in the club since he joined from Spezia in January 2022. And in all honesty, he has never been a first team player. But what we have to understand is that despite the fact that he's about to leave the club, he's living on good terms because he was a solid player, never fully nailed the starting spot, but at least he was quite dependable when he was called upon, to play for us. He had his struggles with consistency, no doubt. And of course, with the competition ahead of him being Gabriel and William Saliba, it was going to be very difficult for him to nail the first team place in the team. A move to Porto makes a lot of sense for a player like Jakub Kiwior because it offers him a chance to play regular football, something that he could never get while at Arsenal. He plays consistently for the Polish national team, featuring in World Cup, European Championships, and of course his national team manager will want him to be playing consistent football like what he was doing while he was in Spezia. It's quite unfortunate to see Kiwior go because clearly he was not in our bingo card to leave this summer. We had the likes of Alexander Zinchenko, Karl Hein, Chris Nelson, Albert Sami Lokonga to leave. But Kiwior is someone that has decided to make that decision to go for greener pastures, and no one can blame him. He has done very well with the club, and I see that right now this is a very good move for him. Going to Porto will give him a chance to play first team football in the Portuguese national first division. And of course, Arsenal wasted no time in getting his replacement. So who's Piero Hincapié? This is an Ecuadorian international, 23 years old, who began his career in Independiente del Valle in Ecuador. That's the same club that brought Moses Caicedo from Chelsea. He then moved to Talaresh in 2021, and of course made the move to Europe when he left Argentina to play for Bayer Leverkusen. And he has played 166 games for the German outfit, with 116 in the league, scoring 7 goals. Piero Hincapié was a very key player under Xabi Alonso in the Leverkusen squad that took on all comers in the 2024 season, going all the way to end Bayern Munich's dominance in Bundesliga, winning the German BLB Pokal, and of course going all the way to the final of the Europa League before losing to Atalanta. That was a game that would have completed the treble for Xabi Alonso and his team. But unfortunately, the mother Lookman was inspired from that day, and he actually paved the way for a very good win for Leverkusen. Hincapie is a left centre back and also a left back, and he played predominantly in both positions for Leverkusen. And he is someone that is going to be basically the same thing in terms of replacing Kiwior, because Kiwior was a left centre back for the club as well as a left back. So let's talk about Hincapie's strengths. One key thing I love about Hincapie is the fact that he's actually a progressive passer. He knows how to break the lines like Gabriel, like Osquera, and he loves passing from deep. He has very quick pace and makes good recovery runs, which is very ideal for our high line. He's someone that can recover very quickly to anticipate the ball when the team is on the back foot. One thing I also love about Hincapie is the fact that he has composure under pressure. He rarely panics when he's on the ball, and he always makes his mind on what he wants to do prior to even getting the ball on his feet. He's also very aggressive, strong in the duel, and we all know how Arteta loves his duels. When he doesn't get in his duels, he's upset. So Hincapie is someone that has that strong aggression that Arteta needs, but he's very, very smart with his positioning. Another key trait of Hincapie is that he has a very dominating aerial presence. And you know what Arsenal is all about? Set piece FC. Bukayo Saka left and right swinging those amazing crosses. And of course, having Hincapie in our ranks will give us a chance to also get some goals from set pieces. Does he have some cons? Maybe. One could be the fact that he loves to dive to tackles all the time, or maybe most of the time. And it's something I'm sure that he basically learned. And the decision making in the final third can be questionable sometimes, and it's a bit rash. But the strengths of Hincapie definitely outweigh all weaknesses in his game. Comparing him with Kiwior, Kiwior was a bit more passive in his play. Hincapie, on the other hand, is very aggressive. Kiwior kind of sometimes tends to struggle with one-on-ones. Hincapie loves a duel with one-on-ones. So that's one key thing that actually makes Hincapie an upgrade from Kiwior. Especially the fact that one is not passive, two, he loves going for those one-on-one duels. He's also very quick and sharp in his transitions, and of course, he's 23, he has a higher ceiling. Hincapie is going to give, I think, as someone that is closer to the level of Gabriel. No disrespect to Kiwior, but Hincapie is someone that, under the right tutelage, he can actually be as good as Gabriel when the time comes. So, how does Hincapie fit at Arsenal? One, he's going to play the left centre back position, probably alongside Mosquera in the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup, and who knows, Gabriel actually suffered an injury, which we don't hope for, in the Premier League or Champions League. Hincapie can feature as well. Hincapie is someone that can also play as a left back, which means that he can actually add some more pressure to the likes of Calafiori, to the likes of Louis Kelly, and he'll do a very good job when he's given the chance to actually bomb to the left flank. He's someone that has very, very good pace, with bags of pace to burn, and he can actually overlap for the likes of Eze, Martinelli, or even Leandro Trossard. Due to the fact that he's actually a left footer, he's going to give the balance like Arteta's defense. You know, Arteta tends to love the two types of defenders with the left side and the right side playing alongside each other. And that's why Gabriel and Saliba has grown to become a very formidable partnership. And of course, with Kiwior leaving the club, Hincapie is going to basically play alongside Mosquera most of the time. And I'm sure he's going to get some games alongside Saliba as well. He's young, but he has very, very astute Champions League and Bundesliga experience. And he's a player that is not basically for the future. He's for the now. So one of my closing comments, I would say that I'm very happy that Kiwior has served us well and is living on good terms. But Arsenal has done fantastically well to get Piero Hincapié as a replacement. Replacing Kiwior with Hincapie is a masterstroke. Arsenal has shown this summer that we are not taking any prisoners. We are going for the kill, and that means the depth he can have to ensure that he challenges for the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup. So what do you think about this move for Hincapie? Drop your thoughts on the comments, and of course don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again for the next Arsenal video. Come on, you Gunners, and welcome Hincapie.